Seeing the big boy out on the main is a truly wonderful experience. But wait, it looks different this time. We're gonna get into that today. What's up guys, this is Heis, and what's the deal with those bits of steel around the smoke box? For this week's excursion between Cheyenne, Wyoming and Denver, Colorado, the UP Steam Crew have modified the 4014. It's now sporting what are typically called smoke deflectors, though there's about a half dozen different names for these. Wind wings, wind lifters, smoke lifters, or perhaps the common colloquialism, elephant ears. Whatever you call them, it's certainly neat to see them on the big boy, but why? We've seen them on engines like the 844 and plenty of steam locomotives from throughout the world, but why did the big boy get them? Ed Dickens had a wonderful answer on Facebook that tells most of the story. This specific type of wind wing wasn't designed by the UP to lift smoke, it was more about preventing crosswinds from causing the exhaust gases billowing around the smoke box due to the odd shape. Basically. This is really only an issue when you're drifting or running with a very light amount of back pressure. As such, these were commonly seen on locomotives in passenger service, where higher speeds and less tonnage is preferred. Side note, Ed, if you could bring back the Greyhound scheme, that'd be great. Ed notes that they usually don't run into too much of a smoke issue with the big boy because the ever-present and handy MU diesel behind them. They can run it in dynamics just a little bit to allow for the big boy to work a little bit harder. And that makes the fireman's job a fair bit easier as there's more draft for the fire as well as more exhaust pressure, which means that the exhaust steam injector on the big boy will have more to work with, which is a win all around, especially for us enthusiasts who like seeing the big train go chug chug. Ed's last comment was, though, enjoy this temporary addition while you can. That comment alone, plus what we've seen in history, tells the rest of the story. Why did they add the wind wings now? Did the big boys ever wear these in service? Well, yes, but only once. The 4019 wore them as an experiment 80 years ago this year. Knowing that while Ed might as well be the king of the foamers with his job, he's certainly a bit of a foamer himself, and like many of us in rail preservation, he likes to have fun with his fans. I will never forget the reactions when 491 rolled out of the shop with a green boiler jacket. R.I.P. Anyway, seeing folks' reaction to the work we do can be quite entertaining, and I've got a feeling that feeling plus the historical tie-in is why the 4014 was wearing them this week. 4019 only wore them in the experiment once because it was found that the big boys didn't really need them. They were designed to slog it out with heavy freights. If they were making lots of smoke, it was because they were pulling tonnage up Sherman Hill. The rest of the way down, keep a light fire, drifting's not a big of an issue, you're not making too much smoke anyways. The exhaust setup was robust enough to clear things up and out of the crew's way otherwise, and that was that for the big boy. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and seeing the 4014 running out there with a new look. I personally think it looks fantastic, and it's always neat to see different things from history represented in preservation, even if they did allegedly reuse these from the 3985. Or so the rumor mill trackside said. As always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch y'all next time. now to our man in the field.
Welcome to HYCE News. This is Leighton Burgundy, your reporter in the field. Was it supposed to be that literal?
Good evening, I'm Leighton Burgundy, your merch man. Here to tell you about the new Summer 2025 HeistTrains.com merchandise launch. But first, to our Cockatoo-based weather reporter.
How's the weather? We've got hats. Flex fit, mesh back, one size fits most, don't have a large head, you're probably fine. We've got hoppers, we've got these hoppers. ES&D, Stencil Herald, ES&D T, Awful Road Herald. Then we've got transfer decals, we've also got model train decals. We've got stickers, we've got pint glasses, we've got all the inane stuff that you people love to enjoy. Buy now at HeistTrains.com.